Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I was trying something new in my hair. It goes this way. Your hair is the one part of your body that it has a mind of their own. It doesn't matter what I do. It's just like doesn't want to stay in one place, especially when I go live. It's like, oh, it's time to have fun. So, but anyways, good morning. I having a cup of coffee today. Um, and I add cayenne pepper. Have you ever tried cayenne pepper? This cayenne pepper, man, it has a lot of properties. Cayenne pepper, but some of them is spicy, some of them are not. This is organic, and it doesn't have. It's not spicy at all. But what it matters is that cayenne pepper itself. It doesn't have to be spicy. It cannot be spicy. And I just find out here in the States. In Mexico, there's most likely you're gonna find everything is spicy. But anyways, that's and I add 1 spoon. No, the one is it 1 spoon? The guy told me 1 spoon, but I don't think I can put the full spoon. So I put um, half tablespoon for ghee. Ghee is supposed to be the purest of the butter. So it is not butter; is considered ghee because it's the purest of the purest. And they say they do the process by heating or by hand. I don't understand the whole thing yet. So I got one because when they do by heat, they you lose properties in there. So I said, okay, give me the one by hand, and it was like, of course, the price jumped a little bit higher, but hey, it's your body. Let's live with quality because relationships is body, mind, and spirit. You cannot live one and then forget about the other or overworking this one and nothing on this one. So when it comes to my body, I try, almost everything to be careful what I'm putting into my body. So that's I put cayenne pepper and I put the ghee, and sometimes I change it with different things. Um, it comes to the point that my coffee is kind of breakfast. I'm not very hungry until an hour or sometimes 2 hours later because this is the good fat. And then I like to add a little bit of turmeric, sometimes cinnamon, ginger. I really like the ginger thing. Clove, Clove, clove. And what's the other one I really like? In clove, I grind it on the coffee because it's very hard and it takes longer to release the flavor. So I grind it and I put it when I use a little baskets, they're reusable baskets to help the planet. We have to help the planet. We complain about the planet, but what are you gonna do? What are you doing to help the planet? So I use the little reusable cups. So I put it on the side because it can get clogged with a needle that dripping the water. So I put it at like 1/4 of teaspoon. 1/4 of teaspoon. I put it on the side of the clove and black pepper and mix them together. So then I add the coffee that I want, and it tastes wonderful. So maybe that's why after adding all that, it takes a little bit longer to prepare my coffee, but I do enjoy. I do enjoy it because when I put all the powders, it gets very pasty. So even if you have the best coffee maker, sometimes it's not super hot, so it cannot be dissolved. So I have a little handle, electric mini one. So I mix everything before when I the turmeric and the ginger and the cinnamon. And but hey, if you're gonna enjoy a cup of coffee, prepare it the way you want. And I like this to use this cup very often. I have two favorite ones. One is about the presence of God, and this is the life on fire. For me, life on fire, is like it's in a constant burning, constant evolving. You see small flames, large flames, different colors, and it is burning while what you're allowing, because you have to allow everything. Make it. I want to make it very clear. Whatever you're experiencing, if your life is because you are allowing to that to happen. Because if you don't want to, it will be gone. So that's the truth. I mean, it's hard to accept that, because it comes to us to take that decision. But that's the way it is. Okay, so uh, if you allow to burn that and to release what is not good for you anymore, is ashes, and then you put a new log, new wood, for the thing that I really are really working for your life. So so it's like a daily life, daily burning, and daily new wood and restoration, daily restoration. And what is restoration? You make a mistake, you have to forgive yourself. God forgive you who you are, not to forgive yourself. Which I did that for a long time ago, and I paid the price for that until it knocked me down to a illness that called purpura, which is an autoimmune system disorder. And that's when we're attacking ourselves. You feel guilty, and then you need to be punished, and then you punish yourself. That's autoimmune system. Why we are so perfect DNA. We have the perfect. I mean, your body is talking about that. The flow of the blood to the entire system, the brain, how everything is so beautiful. All the components are in there, in our eyes, in our mouth, your teeth, your tongue, your throat, I mean, you name it. Every single part is perfectly designed. So why is the fight with ourselves? It don't really make sense. So I was digging into that until I find out the truth, and it was so hard to, oh my God, to get out of that. But because I know about health, I mean, I did it in a natural way, and thank you, God, I'm alive. So you don't have to go that. You need to forgive yourself. Daily mistakes, daily. I mean, when your intention, you get up every day, and what is the intention? What is your intention that you're going to live with? Because many people, they don't have no intention. Well, okay, you get up, and then you get the bad news, and boom, you're on the ground. And somebody says something to you, boom, you're on the ground again. And then you face something with your family, boom, on the ground. And you're like getting punched, punching, punching, punching. Yeah, half of the day you are all there defeated. You want to go crawl up in your bed and forget about the day, forget about life. But what about my intention? My daily intention is to be happy, no matter what, no matter what. So you have to see me sometimes, like I'm having a very bad day, and I'm crying, and I said, today is the best life of my life. When I'm gonna be happy, I'm gonna be happy because. And then I start, why? Because why did I decide to be happy? Why? Why did I decide that every day I want to be happy? Because through time, in the worst moments of my life, when I tried to commit suicide, I mean, I got to the point that my life was so miserable that I want to end my life. That was not the answer. I make the attempt. Thanks God, I'm still here. But that proved me that everything that I was fearing is fixable. And I needed to do something about it. So until I start doing it, is when things start getting better. Of course, you know, I will say it because it's the truth. It's my testimony. I have an encounter with God, and that's where everything starts changing in my life. Okay, so I don't. But then at the end, I mean, even God is showing you the way. You have to say yes or no because it's a free will. It's a free will where you want to be, what you want to say, how you want to react. It's about what you want. So, and based on that, and I went through a lot of stuff in my life, and I noticed that there's nothing really to worry. Everything has a reason. Everything is a purpose. Everything is. I can. If I want to change it, I can. I have the power to change it, because it's the word of God. He's giving you a spirit of power. He's giving you a spirit of power. So, and self control. So here we go. You have the power. So there's um that's why I decide that I can intentionally to be happy. So even when I'm crying, then I start to remember why I decide to be happy. And then in a minute, I breathe, I let it go, whatever it was. Can I fix it? I do something. I can fix it, forget about it. Is in the hands of God, because not everything we can do. I mean, um, there's a lot of things that if we can do about it, and then I have to recognize when you can and when you cannot. And because when you cannot and you try, it's gonna get worse. So okay, I accept this in this part. There's nothing I can do. So I what I can do is to release that, and then release myself of that situation, and then back into my back track into what I want out of my day to be happy. So that immediately give me clarity for what I need to do next. Otherwise, it's going to ruin the whole day just for one thing that you cannot fix. So that's something. Um, Daily restoration. Your intentions are very important. Daily intentions are super important. So get up, make decide what your day is going to be. There's lesson that we can learn every single day from your life, from what you are in the situation that you are. So let's snap out of there, make your intentions, and leave the day with that. Okay. So what else I was going to say today? Your intentions, your day. Okay. So I was I just came back a week ago from a trip to Alaska in a cruise. I went to a cruise, and it is amazing. You haven't never done it. Take a small cruise. You don't have to take one to Alaska, whatever you are. Take a mini one, just to feel what to feel to be in the middle of the ocean. I've been in the Sahara Desert, and it is unbelievable being just, you don't see nothing but sand, just of this nothing but water. So if you live in anywhere in the desert, if you I don't think you live in the middle of the ocean, but if you work like many people work in the cruises, and they are 6 months out of there, don't take it as a granted. Enjoy the view, enjoy the moment. For us, we go and enjoy the moment, and then come back to our ground. I don't have the kind of job, and I don't live in the Sahara Desert, but I've been there, and I have to tell you, it is amazing experience. And so I can experience more the cruise being in the middle of the water than going to the Sahara Desert. So um, I got invited to go to Alaska cruise, and I did it. But now with my book, just remember, my book is From Gloom to Bloom. It's on Amazon, and seven essential keys to access a ravishing life. Everybody deserves a ravishing life. I do deny myself for that for so many years. Not anymore. I am having my ravishing life, and I know you can have that too. And in this cruise, like I saw before, but I didn't do anything about it, just enjoy because I do enjoy. So many couples having a good life. So one day I was about to take pictures because they announced the sharks and the whales and dolphins or something like that. And I have my camera. I have Canon Mark 3D with a big lens, 100 to 400. It's huge. So I was ready to snap a good pictures. And the guy admired my camera. I say, hey, with that camera, you're gonna you're gonna take the teeth of the whale. Wow, do they have teeth? Yes, they do. Of course they do. And I was just laughing. So we started a conversation. And he was celebrating 40 years of marriage. And there was their 40th anniversary. I was like, say, let me ask you something. What is the secret to keep your marriage together? And he said, just like a commitment and the well-being. He didn't use the word well-being, but through the conversations, I can he is resumed to the well-being. He really loved his wife, and she was laying down. It was a lady laying down, facing this way, facing me. Um, Sound asleep. I mean, like, uh, and then he said that she's my wife. She's resting right now because it's a miracle that she's still alive. She got a tumor, a cancer tumor, and she had surgery. Everything was taken off, but she has complications. So it's a miracle that she's still here. So want her. Sorry, I want her to enjoy the most that she can while she's still alive. That's taking care of the well-being of the people that you love, the people that you are with, being grateful, that 40 years together, wow, that's I mean, if you live 100, it's almost one quarter of your life. And the way he was talking about her, it was so much love in the tone of his voice, and the way he looked at her. It was beautiful. It was very beautiful. Another couple heard the conversation that it was their anniversary, and he mentioned the date. And a guy approached the conversation, and he said, uh, "When do you get married?" And it happened that they got married, and they were celebrating their anniversary also, and they got married almost at the same time. It was so hilarious. So I asked these couples what their secret to be together. Um, the lady said, "Well, I really let him do things that he likes to do. I He works a lot, so I accept that." And the guy said, "My secret will be I do whatever she want me to do, and I do it fast." And he was laughing. He was laughing. You can see the difference in the answers and different the voice, the tone of voice that the second couple was using, it was a little bit stronger, but they still, they different personalities, but they still with the tender voice, with more straightforward people, um, but it was room in there of flexibility, if you want to call it that way, flexibility. Then I got I was having breakfast, and all the tables was packed, and it was I saw this lady with her food, and I don't know, when you have the food on your tray, you want to find a table so you can eat. And so I said, "Excuse me, if you want to sit down with me, I can share my table, and we can bring the other chair for your husband." Um, I think I say your husband. For bring another chair. Oh, I say I just let's bring another chair so we can fit in the on the table. It was a small table, but enough for three people. And he said, "Well, he's not eating; it's just me." Oh, okay. So she sat down with me, and we started soon in a conversation. And she was celebrated also 30 years of marriage. So I asked her, "What is your secret?" I said, "My secret. I never thought like it's a secret, but our secret is we soon realize that we can do things together and we cannot do things together. And the thing that we cannot do together, it means a lot to each of us. Like I like to travel, and he doesn't like to travel very often. He likes photography, he likes well watch it, and I don't like that. But it means a lot to him. So he goes, and I just let him go. He go on his own. I go on my own. I travel with my daughter. I travel with my sister-in-law. I mean, it looked like they were respecting the boundaries. So in each of them, this is what I saw: flexibility, commitment, trust. Trust, that was a big issue because I mean, like I travel on my own for 12 years because 4 years ago I find out that my honey, um, he has fear of airplane to fly. It was fear. I found him in a couch in the couch the night before we was going to go to Hawaii. We already have the tickets, and he is like this on the couch shivering. I like, what the heck? He really has fear about it. So, but he always give me excuses why he was not going until he told me the truth. Why? I mean, but anyways, but he allowed me to travel because hey, life is. I like to enjoy life. I like to say yes to the opportunity of life, and I don't want to miss anything. I'm the kind of person I don't like to miss anything of life. And if I get invited to go wherever, I want to say yes. So, but that won't be well. Most likely, if we don't have if we have trust issues, it will be an issue, right? But he trusts me wherever I go. Bye, honey. He's going to work. And then he stays. So I trust him because I don't know what he's doing. And then there's flexibility, there is trust, there is commitment. Commitment. Remember in our 30 days program, I do have 30 days and I have 60 days program because I really will dive into what is commitment. And let's uh, let's put it this way: if this is working in so many relationships, why is this is not going to work in you, right? If you don't find who you are when looking for love, if you don't find what are the issues that you have when it comes to love, you most likely uh, you're gonna find yourself in a relationship that is not healthy for you. It's not gonna last. So these couples, they already did their job. They already can give us their experiences that we can take advantage of that. I was in on very unhealthy relationships to the point to try to commit suicide. uh, I was not good enough, and I was not a good person. I mean, all the lies that we can tell. I don't know what is your lies that you're telling yourself every day, but that was good and beating up myself. I was a pro. Now I'm a pro to tell me how valuable person I am. I mean, the transition, the shift, the transformation, life transformation I went through when I started taking care, um, responsibility of what I accept and what I cannot accept from others. Because at the end, it's again, it's what you accept. I mean, if you're in a relationship, your relationship you can save that relationship. I just it is a bridge that start you know weakening by many things, and I don't know exactly what will be yours, but like communication, the freedom to express yourself with your partner, and then it eventually start a disconnection, and there is no more bridge, it's gone. So but you can build that bridge again if both parties, or any of the parties can start at any given moment. Because when you do that, because remember, love is a choice, love is not a feeling. So definitely, because it's a commitment, you can build that bridge again to reach to the other person. Most likely, that person is going to feel that and it's going to be inspired to try again. So until both parts are halfway working together. So this is unless of course you are in abusive relationship, just remember no one should be an emotional, physical, mental abuse. No one. Sexual abuse, nothing. God doesn't want you to stay in there. No one need to be in there. You need to get out. If you were there, it's not about the other, it's about you. Because it's why am I accepting this abuse? The more you want to blame the other part, is you. Why I allowing this abuse? Why? Because of you, my children? No, no. Your children, they're gonna be more affected seeing that abuse, and they're being programmed. Your children are being programmed through your relationship, through that abuse, and then they're gonna engage in the same type of relationship when they get older. So don't do it for them. You want to do it for them, get out of that relationship. And you need to find healing, because if you don't find healing, what brought you in the first place, you're gonna be in that kind of relationship again. It's not gonna be different. So that's my invitation to you. I'm gonna start in June, 30 days. The strong the way the ways. I confuse myself. I have so many. I'm sorry. The way to strong relationships, where you can find who you are, because if you find who you are when it comes to love, then you have healing start taking place. But if you don't face yourself, how are you going to know? How are you going to know? So you got 30% off if you sign up today, before June, which we're around the corner of June. If you decide to 30% off, or bring a partner and then you split the cost, it's just $2.99. I mean, this is wonderful. This is less than a cup of coffee and a croissant in any coffee shop. And I just drink regular coffee. I don't drink macchiato, chucchiato. I don't know the names, because I don't know the chemicals they are putting. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, kind of powder. So I like to do my own. And when I go, just regular coffee. Just give me regular coffee. That's it. So sign up today. Please say yes to yourself. If you don't say yes to yourself, if you don't do nothing, you're going to end the end of the year in the same place where you are. Because transformation is alchemy. Alchemy is transformation. Alchemy is when you take a step on doing something different. That's alchemy. So if you stay and don't do nothing and just cross your arms in front of you, in your very front of your eyes, you're going to see your life. Capito. Nothing. Because 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 hour, you will never take that back time. Will never take the time back. Never. It's gone. It's gone. So don't keep waiting. I share with you all my knowledge in these workshops. I give all myself to you for a fraction of money. And why I'm doing this? Because part of well-being to the world is to care for others. And I do care for you. And just the same way I have in my ravishing life, I believe with all my heart that ravishing life is for you too. So do it today. Snap out of your head for the moment and get up and do something about you. Nobody's gonna do it. If you don't do it, no one is gonna do it for you. Okay? So see you next week, Spanish time. And thank you for being here. Thank you for your comments. And if you have any suggestion, please let me know. And if I don't know the whole topic, I will prepare myself for you. Okay? Love you and see you in 2 weeks in English. Bye.